What's up, guys? Welcome back to One of Us Cards here on YouTube, and today we're going to be prepping some cards for PSA, doing a little cleaning with Kurt's Card Care. Let's get right into it. Here we go. Alright guys, once again, thank you for tuning into the video. We appreciate you all very much. If you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us if you're new, or if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. We appreciate you very much. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to go through this stack. These are cards that I'm eventually going to send in, barring that they look good. But these are ones that I've recently acquired, and I think that they could be contenders for some football picks. And, with the season coming up, the draft just ending, I think this would be good ideas to send in. So first we have a Quentin Johnston rookie mosaic. That is the choice. It's the red, or they call it the red-green fusion. This is the choice parallel. This is the one that is out of 88, so it is from the same box of Mosaic Choice. This is 52 out of 80, Quentin Johnston, and it looks pretty good. These two, I kind of want to get a little closer to season time, but I'll probably send these on the next special. Just with the Chargers being a team that finally got some help up front, and I think they could be one that he could start shining. He had a tough rookie year, but hey, he's a young kid. He'll get it together. Here's out of 49 Elite, Quentin Johnston. Gonna hold on to those. And then I had a Rashad White, who's one of my favorite running backs in the whole league. This is a purple. I want to say I got this for $4 or $5. Out of 125, and it looks pretty good. Just taking a look, I want to say it looks pretty good overall, centering wise, and top to bottom, left to right, looking pretty good. No major flaws on the surface. There's one little scratch, like right up here, but might better get that out. That's one definitely a contender for sending in. Next, Jahmyr Gibbs, of course, had an electric second half of rookie year. This is the green wave. This is out of the NFL Prism hanger boxes. So this is one I'm considering, but there is another Gibbs later on that I'm highly considering sending in. Next, Josh Downs. Got a couple of Josh Downs. Got an RPA from Phoenix, and then also have just his silver true rookie prism from, I believe this was from a hanger box. A blaster box. But yeah, RPA. This one numbered out of 299, but definitely contender for sending that one in. JSN, this one's just a good looking card, but I did pick this up recently. I am trying to find some JSN autos to send in, so that one not for now, but it is a recent pickup. Marvin Mims, color match team jersey, at a 199 Mosaic, Marvin Mims on his NFL debut. I want to say I got that for also like $4 or $5. Jordan Addison, gold out of the Mosaic Mega Box, a couple of Jordan Addisons. Green wave out of the hanger, the orange disco out of the blaster. Here is a silver, and then a Will Levis certified ballers. This is when I pulled, if you guys saw my certified hobby box, I pulled like 5 Mims and only got 1 auto, but this was one of them out of 125. He didn't have any autos in Panini cards this year, but he did have some patches. This out of 125, so thinking about that later on. Now these are the ones that I'm very highly considering sending in. So I'm going to pick a couple of these, but let's take a look. Here is a Will Levis Disco rookie card. Going to pull this one out and take a look under the light, out of the case, out of the top loader, out of the plastic, and see how it looks. So that is definitely a contender. Here's the Jahmyr Gibbs I mentioned. This is a purple. This is out of 125. 86 out of 125 Jahmyr Gibbs. Good looking card. They're going for around $60 right now raw. So I think a PSA 10 of this, if it looks good, which I think it does, but of course we'll take a look. PSA 10 out of this, I think would bring in well over 100, so I think it'd be worth it. Razzle Dazzle, Sam Howell is my dark horse. I think he's going to do great for the Seahawks. I think this would be a decent one to send in. Case hit, rookie Razzle Dazzle. Michael Mayer, this one, about 2 weeks ago, before the draft, I was definitely going to send this one in, but because I had no idea the Raiders were going to take Bowers. Who knows, maybe there'll be a 1-2 punch, but this is another case hit. This is a honeycomb. Right now, raw, going for around $40. So PSA 10 of that would be good to hold on to. Anthony Richardson, red press proof. This one's okay. It's a little rough around the edges. So this one, probably not right now, because I think, especially this bottom right corner, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a little rough on that corner. So probably hold off on that one, and then, oh, this one found its way into my stack, but this is just a gold. But yeah, so let's get into it. Let's look at some of these a little bit closer and see if any of them make the cut here. Also, I'm always in contention if I should send in my personal collection. This Halliburton auto from Prism, and then his silver. Both are good looking cards, and I want to send these in. So my plan is to send these football ones, and then once I've sold those, I can fund my personal collection a little bit more, so then I would send these in. So these I'll hold on to for now, but I do plan on sending those eventually. I'm slowly but surely getting my PC of Halliburton stuff up. But first, let's take a look at this Levis out of the sleeve, and let's see how it looks. Let's take a look. See if we see any lines. Centering looks pretty decent to me. This one definitely, I'm gonna give it a good wipe down, but I think this is a pretty good contender. Let me know what you guys see, if you see anything. But yeah, this one looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna give it a little wipe down. I don't see any like scratches or any dimples, so this one might be a good contender. We'll just give it a good wipe down. Just give it a nice wipe down. Make sure there's no fingerprints. And then just might give it a little Kurt's card spray, just to make sure we get anything off the surface. Kurt's card spray. Get a little. Any kind of dirt, fingerprints, it'll take them right off. One more wipe down and throw it into a carrier. Cool. Alright. Let's get it into a sleeve. I like to use these Grade Savers, easy pull tab sleeves. You don't have to use this. Probably a little bit overkill, but hey, I like it. It makes me feel like potential for a higher, better grade, so I don't mind it. Okay, so I'm gonna throw it into there, and then we will get it into one of these. Semi-rigid. Just gonna slide it right in there. Alright, and the wheel is ready to go. One last step that I like to do before I send them in is I put them in the semi-rigid with the sleeve, and then I like to put them into a team bag, kind of just like with this Anthony Edwards. I like to put them in team bags so no dirt and crud gets up in there. These are the ones I use. If you guys have been watching the videos, I do got some cards coming back soon. One of them is my Jalen Hurts that I'm very excited to get back. There is Will Levis. Let's do Jahmyr Gibbs. This one I picked up at a trade day, so he might need a little bit of a cleaning. Because I think it's just in this. It might have just went into this one touch, but yeah, definitely. It's got one. Let's take a look here. I think it's got a dimple. If you guys will see, it's got one little dimple right over here. I don't know if that'll deter it too much. It might be a 9, but I think it still might be worth sending in. The centering's good at a 125. So we'll give it a little wipe down and see where that gets us. Maybe a little polish. Keep it up a little bit. This one actually looks pretty good. I don't think this one will need any polish. But that one little dimple. Make sure not to get any of this stuff on the serial numbers. There's a good PSA special going on right now, guys. It's like, I want to say it's like $15.99 for the 10X deal, and minimum of 10 cards at $15.99 a piece. Not too bad. So if you and a couple buddies, or if you just have a large lot to send in, not a bad idea at all. You know, especially with football season right around the corner, time to make some money. You know, at least in our area, we got some local shows coming up, so it's a perfect time to get some graded cards back. Because you know what I've noticed nowadays? People that when they go to shows, they almost primarily buy graded. You know, it's like they don't want to go through the process because it takes, you know, 2 months to get back from PSA, usually on average. So people like don't even want to bother sending it in because it takes so long. So they just don't buy raw. They go ahead and just get ones that are already graded. I will say the people that are really into this hobby for, you know, making money, they buy raw. They have a good eye for it, and they buy raw and look into it. And honestly, like for people like me, you know, that don't, you know, aren't very well off, aren't very wealthy, what we do, you know, we find cards like this that we can buy for cheaper raw because people are like, it's got that one little dot on it. Well, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. You know, I'm going to try to clean it up and send it in and see what happens. You know, maybe it's the one day that the grader doesn't notice the little thumbnail, and then I get the 10, and this ends up doubling in price, you know. I'd say that's how most people are, but you got some people that just don't want to take the time and effort. So, hey, no big deal. But yeah, that's what I like to do. So yeah, we're gonna send those, and then on these, I haven't really decided if I'm gonna send these in. You know, honestly, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send those first two, that Levis and the Gibbs, and then what I think, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and send in the Halliburton just for my PC. I've been wanting to send this. I've had this for over a year, and I'll show you why I haven't sent it in yet, but there's just like one. Here is Mr. Ty. I will show you, and who knows, you know, maybe over time, maybe I was just overlooking it, but give me guys' honest opinion on this. Would you have sent this one in? Here's what I'm seeing. All right, so it's a beautiful card. There is a little bit of a indent, scratch area, like right here on the right. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. That's the reason I haven't sent it in the past. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I think it's just a scratch. It's not really like a super big indent, but I'm going to try to just put a little polish on it and try to get it looking good. You know, good enough to send in. Because it's a PC card anyway, so I don't really care what I get on it. I just want to protect it and keep it. You know, one of my favorite players. So it's not like I'm going to sell it anyways. You know, unless it's to get like a National Treasures auto, then it might think about it. But I'm just going to wipe it down just a little bit. And I think I'm just going to send it. I've been wanting to, you know, even if it comes back a 7 or whatever it is. Hey, I just want to have it encased. Yeah, I was very excited when I got this. You know, I think I paid $60 for it at a show almost exactly a year ago. And at first I was like, I was just looking through the guy's box, and I found this in like just a random basketball box. And I was like, okay, there's no price on it. It's like, what do you want for this? And he was like, well, I don't know. What do you want to pay for it? And I'm like, I don't know. I'd give you $50 for it probably, you know, just spitting out numbers because he just had it somewhere. I was like, all right, whatever. Let's see what he says. And he's like, okay. He goes, would you do 60? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, at the time, you couldn't find a Halliburton auto for under 110, $120, especially Prism. You know, online anywhere, eBay. So I was like, yeah, no problem. $60 is fine. You know, here's the cash. Found some other stuff, but I was, you know, just befuddled. I was like, okay, I don't know why he sold it so cheap. Some people just don't know. I don't know. Some people just don't look up the stuff. They're just in it because they heard they could get rich or heard they could make a couple bucks. But hey, it is what it is. You know, the people that do the due diligence are the ones that are the most successful in this hobby. So it is what it is, man. I mean, it's not like I was gonna sell it anyways. I just wanted it for my PC, and hey, it didn't matter to him. He just wanted to get rid of it and sell it. So I was like, all right, whatever. Did it. But that's how I get most of my stuff, dude. I try to find stuff that is undervalued that could potentially go up rather than getting stuff while it's already up. You know, I think that's a waste. Especially if it's stuff I'm going to resell. Stuff like this I'm going to keep, it doesn't matter. But I would rather pay lower prices since I'm going to keep it anyways. But stuff that I'm going to see potentially going up, I'll be like, yeah, no problem. I'll get it for cheap and let's see what happens. You know, it's worth a little bit of a gamble. So let's see what we can do about this. Get a little polish on it. It is a good looking card though. I mean, I hope it does come back a 9. You know, even with that one little blemish, but hey man, it is what it is. What do you guys think? Maybe one more coat? And guys, I forgot to show the polish. I'm using Kurt's Card Repair car polish. This is kind of what it looks like a Carmex type. If you've seen the videos before, I always use this stuff. It's about time to actually get some more, to be honest. But I love this stuff. It works great. Kurt's a good dude. If you ever DM him, he always replies super fast. If you have questions, he doesn't clean cards anymore. I think he's gotten like at least you know, taking orders. He still does it on his live every Wednesday night, but I think he's gotten like way too busy and way too, especially since like he gained so much popularity during like the Wimbayama 1-of-1 that got sent in. I don't know if you guys know about that story, but the person had like used Kurt's Card Care to like fix it up and get it looking right, and ended up coming back, I want to say like a 9 or a 10, but it like really wasn't looking that good at first. But dude, the stuff is magic, and I think it works great, dude. And it's a great product, and he's a good dude, so I don't mind supporting it at all. It's a little pricey, you know, but you get what you pay for, I think. Especially the card spray, that stuff's gold. So I would highly recommend it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's take a look at the card. A little bit of swirls up top left and right there. And the way to get off polish is put a little more polish on it and wipe it off. It'll take it with it. I need a little more help on the head area. Looking much better. All right, let me get a clean one. Use that one, and we will finish them up. Hit the back real quick. I think we're good on the polish on the back. Usually you don't have to do too much there. It's usually the front that gets the most beat up. All right, let's get it into a semi-rigid, and we'll be on our way. Alright, let's get into our recap. Here we go. Alright, guys. In conclusion, these are the cards that I am going to send off for grading. So we got the Tyrese Halliburton Prism Auto, Jahmyr Gibbs at a 125 Prism Parallel. We got the Will Levis Orange Disco Rookie from Prism. And then we got an Anthony Edwards. This one I already had prepared. Anthony Edwards, just base rookie. Just something I want to keep. You know, he's on a great trajectory. See how it goes. Guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us and throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it. We appreciate you. Till next time.